Hello Virgo, my dear sexy Virgos. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe Venus if it goes there. There is an extended at the end of this reading. You can find the link at the top of the description where I will look into the blind spot of this reading. So Virgo, we're going to start with a couple of cards from the Return of Spirit Oracle deck. Faith in the right order. Interesting. That's such an interesting message. Faith in the right order. I really feel like you're being told here, have faith that everything is in the right order at this point. Have faith that the universe is putting things in the right order. Have faith that things have been getting into the right order. Someone else had the right order card. Oh, it was Gemini. Yeah. I can't remember. I did that a few days ago. But faith. Have faith that everything is in the right order now. This is going to be interesting to pull this out. Voice is at the bottom. It's like a set of vocal cords. It's weird. It's such a weird card though as the underline. Because I'm not getting the message that you need to voice something. I'm actually going to pull a card on the underline right now from a different deck because it's... I feel like I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Yeah, let me see here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay. It's like I won't sneeze all day, and as soon as I put the camera on, I sneeze. Here's the voice card, this is the under, because it's important to me because it's the underlying. It's kind of the reason for this. Maybe I'm hearing it wrong, but I'm not hearing that you need to voice something, so I'm waiting to hear what it is, and I'm not. Maybe that's the message. Maybe you're waiting to hear something and you're not. I don't know. The voice card. Can you tell Virgo more about the voice card? That is the underline. And the Return to Spirit deck, the Magician. Ah, okay. I get it now. So you have already spoken to the universe about what it is that you want. You totally manifest. You don't, literally I'm kind of getting you don't need to manifest it anymore. You just need to have faith that it's all in the right order now. Like have faith that things are lined up in the way that they need to be, that this manifestation will come to be. Now that makes more sense. And I think one of the reasons why it felt very strongly like you didn't need to voice anything because it's such a powerful card, faith. Just like have faith that things are going to happen the way they're supposed to happen. But when I see it in the right order, this is telling me that something is coming to fruition. You don't need to voice it anymore. You don't need to ask the universe for it. In fact, you could probably forget about it. Put it on the shelf and it'll come in. Whatever this is. It's a little bit like putting that order, you know, wherever you're putting an online order, and you just know it's coming. Every once in a while you check the tracking. Oh yeah, see? Judgment's underneath that, and the Three of Cups. This isn't the deck that I'm going to use, but I used it already a little bit. Something, yeah, coming out of the darkness and going into the light. The sun is soon to rise here. And Three of Cups having a good time with your crazy fun friends. This deck is the best. It'd be the best people to have a party with. Like, yeah. The bunny, the cat. There's a nice cake there. It'll be good. It's in the right order. It's in the right order. Just have faith. Have some faith, that's all. You know what, I don't know. Have faith. Let's get some more cards for Virgo. That first little part in itself is an interesting reading. Have faith. Have faith that things are in the right order. Whatever order that is meant to be for things to happen. Like, right, sometimes there's blocks. Sometimes there's things that need to be cleared or finalized or initiated. Whatever. The universe is saying the only thing you need to do is have faith at this point. Sometimes it's not so easy. When you put in that order and the tracking keeps telling you that it's lost or it's delayed or, you know. And it ends with the Magician. The Seven of Swords. I kind of feel like the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles, the Prince of the Cups. That's what it is. The universe doesn't want you manifesting. If there's, okay, I don't mean that. I shouldn't have said it like that. Don't manifest anything. Just stop breathing and don't do a thing. No. The underlying here, I'm going to get into this in a minute because these are really interesting cards that have come out. It's quite interesting. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Princess of Cups. I kind of see here, whatever you were trying to manifest before, it feels like there's something you were trying to manifest in the past, and things weren't in the right order for the manifestation to come through or to happen. And the universe is telling you here, like, you've done it. I'm really getting, like, that was strong. Like, it felt like you don't need to voice something. Literally, with these underlying cards, it seems like that you want to just move away from the potential of this manifestation. Go back into hermit mode, Virgo, your energy, right? And look at, guide yourself, just guide yourself and see where it takes you. You want to put more work in here. And with the Princess of Cups, it's a little bit trying to find something healing. It's like wanting to put the work in to find something healing, but you don't feel like it exists with the path that you're on now. You really don't feel like that exists with the path that you're on right now. Or the path that you've already projected yourself towards somehow in the past. Because the Faith and the Rider. So, okay, the Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. It just felt like with this Four of Cups, like it's just disappointment, missed out. And you're going back and forth between the unknown and what you want to do and thinking to see clarity. It's just like it's a real jumbled kind of energy. You've been sitting in perhaps a very jumbled sort of energy. At one point, because you've created a successful manifestation here, according to the cards in the universe, you've created a successful manifestation. It just, you and the manifestation have not arrived at the same points in time yet. But this is telling us that you're going to. But prior, from the point of you manifesting something or putting it out there or creating the energy that got the wheels in motion, so to speak, for this manifestation, and to the point where this manifestation is delivered to you, you have a lot of like this jumbled energy. The Six of Cups and the Three of Wands. Like, there's a lot of hope and passion. Quite a bit of hope and passion. You know, when I was pulling these cards out, what I found was really, really interesting. And at the end is where the pattern stopped. There isn't a single card that's been pulled out of this deck, like for your face-up cards for the reading, that has a person or an animal. Well, I wouldn't say that. These do have the heads of the phoenix, which are lit up. But it felt very impersonal. This just feels very impersonal somehow. your energy. I feel almost as if you've been in hermit energy for such a time where you don't feel connected actually to anything or even anyone. Because there's nobody here. Like there's nobody here in these cards. It's like you don't feel connected to anything or anyone. But the Seven of Wands here, typically this is, you know, being kind of defensive. I don't get that quite so much. You know what I get with this card? I get, it's a little bit like you're almost on the road to victory, because the heads of the phoenixes have been lit up. In the Five of Wands, they're not lit up. Like there's still an internal struggle going on. So they've been lit up. But these two roses, these two cups or chalices, whatever those are, or lotus flowers. See, that's what you're looking for. This lotus flower. You're looking for a rebirth in something for you that is very regenerative, that is very healing, that is very, it's kind of like very divine with this Princess of Cups. She has the dolphin, the swan, she carries the turtle in the cup, like going for, you want to be in an energy where you're going forward in emotion, going forward, feeling like you are divine, like that feeling of connecting, right? Like when you connect really well with the universe and things around you, you feel that, like you feel it, you know you're in tune here, but there's some kind of disconnection. There's no people, there's no animals in these cards. Well, there's this snake. I keep saying, oh, there's this. But like this snake, it's almost like you've been kept in this constant loop between the unknown and wish fulfillment. The unknown and wish fulfillment. That's the only energy here that's almost like participating with you. So what's interesting here is that you pulled this Magician card for the voice. For the voice. Bring it down far enough. For the voice card. You pulled the Magician. It's feminine. It's a depiction of feminine energy. On the other side of the Seven of Wands is the Magician card again. It's interesting. It's a depiction of masculine. I was going to say medicine energy. That's interesting. I literally, the word medicine was coming out of my mouth and I stopped myself and, well, that's not right, but I wanted to say medicine instead of masculine magician energy. And it is kind of telling me like there's something you've manifested and it has possibly manifested you as well. Connecting with this. This is very, like your energy is so isolated here. And it kind of feels like that's why, or also like you're used to it. That's kind of what you're used to here. The Seven of Swords wanting to go back into the Hermit. And wanting to put more work into this. See, there's a person card. There's a person. Maybe you almost feeling like impersonal with yourself even. I don't know. It's so weird. It's like my shoulder is so itchy doing this reading. And you know what it is? It's like right in the spot where you would get a shot. If you could get a shot. Medicine, which is interesting though. Okay, I'm going to pull out, that's the Millennium Thoth deck. This is my Rider-Waite deck. Regular old tarot. Let's put a card for each one of these. I can't get over how there's no one here. I want to say, like, I feel like there's no one here for you, or you have felt like there's no one here for you. Magician. The Four of Swords. Okay, now we're going to get some explanations for you. Why? The Page of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. The Hierophant. The Five of Wands. The Two of Wands is at the bottom. Looking out into the world. Oh, that's interesting. Looking out into the world, wanting to make some choices, but I feel like you haven't been able to make choices. Or at least you have, like, on a mental level. You've been able to make choices on a mental level, maybe even an emotional level, but you can't execute any choices. It really feels like you can't not execute any choices. The Four of Cups energy has the Magician. If there's something that feels like it was just, you know, it didn't work out in the past, it didn't happen, it wasn't recognized, you weren't seen, that kind of created this Magician energy, wanting to manifest. And it's interesting to say, like, not being seen, not being recognized. Because in this whole thing, like, there's no one here, right? Like, that kind of, it kind of reflects that. So you put something out to the universe, right? Like, you put something out, whatever it is you wanted to manifest. It's not even coming out real clear what you wanted to manifest. So I want to say, like, depending on how many people are coming here, it's going to be different for all of you. But at some point, you just felt isolated. This could maybe you don't have the bestest friend you could ever imagine yet. Maybe you don't have the bestest romantic partner you could imagine yet. Job and something, but you're feeling like the universe has left you kind of high and dry because you can't do those things on your own, right? I guess you can have a job, but who are you going to sell your stuff to? Are you going to, like, there has to be some sort, you got to be doing something for somebody in whatever your job is. And if it's a best friend, well, if there's no one there, there's no friend. If it's a romantic partner, there's no one there. It's a blow-up doll, I don't know. But I'm really just getting this feeling like, I kind of feel for you, kind of like the universe, you really feel like the universe is just kind of, all right, so being stuck between, you know, the unknown, and I want to say not necessarily wish fulfillment or clarity or seeing clearly, because it almost like you just come back into it again, into the unknown, and I was like over and over and over again, and this is somehow producing a healing. It's somehow producing healing. Interesting. Well, that's an interesting message. As I was saying that, I heard it actually catapulted healing to a faster degree than what it would normally be able to do by doing this to you. Oh, remember my arm? I couldn't get over how itchy it was. And it reminded me literally, actually, I think it is. No, that's up here. Like, you know, like the, your vaccination area? Yeah, it's almost like this energy of putting you into the unknown, into wish fulfillment, into the unknown, maybe seeing clearly, into the unknown. Almost like, I'm getting this visual of like someone being dunked under the water and they can't hold their breath for more than 10 or 15 seconds because they're panicking, and then they come up again. Or it's like the universe is putting their head under the water and bringing you up again, putting your head under the water and bringing you up again, putting your head under the water. The universe does that enough times to you. At some point you recognize the pattern and you strengthen your lung capacity. You take up, like, maybe it takes you like 2 seconds to fill your lungs up, whereas before it used to take you 10, so you couldn't do it. It's like, it's torture. It almost seems like torture. But it's sped up healing. It's sped. Sometimes I get these messages from the universe. I'm like, the universe is really freaking cruel. Like, it's just some days. Oh my God. The Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. See, this in here, this is like what this healing has done. This is almost like got you ready for like these deep connections with soulmates. right? Like now I'm ready to go. Because you have the Two of Wands here. You want to go out and make some choices. You want to see what the world has to offer for you. I want to put a little message out. I want to hear a little message. Some kind of interaction. Because then look, this is the Three of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. The Three of Wands is like, okay, the ships are coming in. Here they come. There's no ship. Because the Nine of Pentacles is all on their own. But you're looking great doing it. You're looking great doing it. Like, but you're Virgo, so you're going to look really good doing it. No matter how much the universe is torturing you, you're still looking really good doing it. And in some ways, you've brought like a real physical balance to you and the things around you. Perhaps even like this has been like fairly well off or doing really good for yourself, having enough money to pay the bills and put a little bit in a bank account maybe, like, and looking really good. But it is an isolated energy. It is an independent energy, the Nine of Pentacles. So it's just like, okay, so the Hierophant, the Seven of Wands, you know what, it's interesting. I feel like you're a little pissed off at the universe at this point. It feels like, because the Seven of Wands is, it can be defensive energy. You feel a little bit defensive here, like, you know, I can't put it out there. I did what you told me to do. I did what I felt I needed to do. I've done this, I've done that. And yeah, I'm really feeling that for you with this Hierophant, because you're defensive to what? The Hierophant. Yeah, like, well, that's enough of that. Because again, it's these lotus flowers are not lit up. You're holding, like, this is the goal. This is what you want. What the lotus is for you, which is usually like, it's something that comes, it grows. Like the lotus or the lily, whatever you, however you want to look at that beautiful water flower, call it. It comes from down in the muck, right? It's not out in the ocean. It's going to be like in the deep water. It's going to be in a shallow area where there's a lot of silt. It's kind of mucky. So there's a lot of nutrients in there, but nutrients is only created by things that have died and are going through a process of being reintegrated into life. So there's like almost allowing like a part of you to die so that the nutrients for new life can be created in this shallow water. So it's the water. Water is emotion and intuition and feelings, right? And cleansing. And then through that, the lotus flower shines up to the sun. The sun draws it out. The sun, the wish fulfillment. Your lotus flowers haven't been able to bloom because there's the sun, but you keep going into this cycle. It's like you're almost close enough to the sun, or you think you can see it, and then it's gone again. You're back into, I have no idea. You're back. Like, really, it feels like that. So you are, because it's like, well, the universe isn't delivering. So with the Seven of Swords, it feels like you want to go back and, I don't know. I guess I need to do, I'm just hearing Virgo saying, I guess I just need to do more hermit energy because I came out and there's nothing there. Now this is interesting because this is that masculine medicine magician. Now it has the Five of Wands. I want to know why that energy has the Five of Wands because you're upset at the universe and everything else. I don't know. But it does feel like you've kind of been through the ringer with this. Like, it really feels like you've been through the ringer. There's a message that came out for me was what you've been through it because it allowed you to go through a healing process much faster than if you had not been pushed through this energy. It's like getting an inoculation, getting the medicine. And the medicine always tastes like shit, right? Stuff that works really good. Is that from Buckley's? Or is that just a Canadian medicine? Oh, it's just horrible. What a freaking works. It tastes terrible. I can't even. So gross. Okay, why does this magician have the Five of Wands? What's going on with this magician down at the end here with the 5 of Wands? Maybe at this point, it's the magician. Maybe at this point you're fighting against the universe. Oh yeah, you're just the King of Swords and the magician. But there's 2 magicians here. There's 4 magicians here now. What the hell are y'all doing? It's like the universe has put you through the ringer, and almost a side effect here is, oh gosh. Like you're doing battle with the universe, it feels like. It feels a little bit like doing battle with the universe. You know, you had these cups and you had these wands, and now it's like, now you got a sword. Right? There's a sword. There's a 7 of Swords. Just, I'm out of here. I'm done with this. I'm going back into hermit. So I want to say there's you and someone else. You may not even know this other magician, and I don't know, because it doesn't look like you've met a lot of people lately. So you may not even know this other magician energy. But you're coming out like the King of Swords here. The King of Swords isn't showing emotion or feeling. They're being pretty like straight up front. And this is how it is. Let me know if I need to cut this out. And a little bit like maybe you're deciding that. It feels like you've manifested something. And maybe there's like no sign of it. So I can ask for you. But there's someone else here fighting through something. And maybe they're trying to fight towards you. Like I said, you may not even know this person. But you're both obviously on some sort of similar path here with 4 magician cards. And the universe is telling you, have faith, it's in the right order. Okay, what I want to ask for you is what is in the right order? What you got in the right order? Maybe you're like, I don't even know what part of my life this is, Cindy. It just all feels like, you know, nothing's working out. So something's working out. Something's working out. Something is finally in the right order. What is finally in the right order? Oh, it's a good time. Yeah. It's a good time. There's people here. There's people in these cards. Actually, this came out first. I don't think it matters. It doesn't really matter with what's come out. The King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. So, it's like in the right order. There's something, whatever you're manifesting. I want to know more about this King of Wands. Maybe you're trying to manifest the King of Wands. This guy's like hot. Seriously hot. Hot and sexy. He or she, sorry. He or she, but it is someone very, very confident in their masculine energy. Also really knowing what it is they want to go after. But it could be you too. Like maybe you really know what you want to go after, but nothing was in the right order. And the universe didn't give you any sort of stepping stones to get across that raging stream, whatever it was. I'm going to ask about the King of Wands, but the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. This is like great energy. This is people that you can really work well together with, communicate really well, create good things, have great ideas, share ideas and experiences with each other. And the 3 of Cups is then you all go out and have a drink at the end of the day. Like it's fun. Like it's fun energy, really celebrating together and enjoying. It's actually, you can have a good time at work and you can have a good time outside of work. And then there, maybe one of those is like that 2 of Cups. One of these feels like it. I mean, because there's two sets of magician energy here. Let's find out about your King of Wands. They're pretty tired too. This King of Wands energy is pretty tired. It kind of wants to go into romantic gesture energy, if anything. The 9 of Wands is just tired, feeling worn out, worn down. It's been a long battle. It's been a long COVID. I still laugh at a Pisces reading I did a while ago. I think it was about a month or so ago now. And it was they were really hot and spicy. I don't know what they had going on. And one of the comments was so cute. One of the Pisces at the bottom said, it's been a very long COVID. Okay, so there you go. Things are in the right order. You're going to have a good time. You might even be finding this Two of Cups here. It kind of seems like it. Whatever you've been going through, maybe this person has been too, in a sense of a Two of Cups, right? Like some sort of equal energy, equal feeling or emotion. Because gosh, there's been like no one here. No one here. But having said that, the only person that you have to rely on then is you, right? Is you. And that builds you up in a different way that maybe you wouldn't have been built up before, without being like completely isolated from the world and from others. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, the Emperor's at the bottom. So anything, yeah, everything else upside down after that. There's very, very strong energy coming in. I don't know. Maybe the universe is gonna own up to some shit. I don't know what it's doing for you. But yeah, I think it's kind of getting the message. Like, you're just like, whatever. Whatever. I think the advice here is don't go back into the hermit mode quite so yet. If you're feeling like, you know what, I'm just done trying, I think I'll just go back into hermit mode. So, there you go, Virgo. I'm going to go do the extended. See what the blind spot is in all of this. Until next time, guys, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.